What's going on, guys? It's the Moose here, and I'm bringing you another Modern Warfare 3 commentary, and today's commentary is actually going to be another alternative to the Overpowered. So if you haven't seen the series before, it's pretty much where I break down two different guns, one being Overpowered in its specific tier, and the other one being a alternative to that Overpowered gun. So in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the KSG versus the Striker. So the Striker will serve as today's Overpowered weapon, and the KSG will be the alternative. So let's get started. So obviously the first thing you want to look at when you're kind of trying to compare different weapons is the level that you unlock them at. So the KSG is unlocked at level 4 and the Striker is unlocked at level 48. So that's obviously a considerable difference. You have a 44 level gap between the KSG and the Striker. And the KSG will be available to you right when you unlock Create a Class. So pretty much I would say the KSG dominates the Striker in the level. Of course, you could use a prestige point and unlock gear for the Striker, and you wouldn't have to worry about the level unlock anymore. For magazine size, they are exactly the same, with 12 in the actual first clip and then 18 as extended mags. So there's no difference there. Reload's the same thing. It's 0.66 seconds, or 2/3 of a second for each shell. So overall, it's going to take the same amount of time to reload each gun. And that's without sleight of hand. That's worth noting. This is where it gets a little bit more tricky. The rate of fire, or rounds per minute, is 60 for the KSG, so it's fairly low, mainly because it's a pump-action shotgun. And the Striker has a 352 rounds per minute, so I mean that's fairly low for most guns, but for a shotgun, that's very, very good. And actually, that's one of the best in the shotgun class, because for shotguns, the USAS and the AA-12 are obviously both fully automatic guns, so they're going to have a little bit higher rounds per minute, or rate of fire. So the Striker, it is a single-shot weapon, but it does not require a pump, so the rate of fire is much higher than the KSG, which is a pump-action shotgun. So mainly, the Striker will be able to kill a lot faster than the KSG, unless you can get your shots on target with the KSG. The Striker allows a little bit more leeway in shots. So let me just explain the damage down here. If you guys are familiar with my alternatives to the Overpowered, usually you see a recoil pattern at the bottom. The reason why there's no recoil pattern here is mainly because the KSG does not have a recoil pattern. Mainly because it's a pump-action shotgun. You're not going to have to deal with recoil at all. The gun will shoot at the same spot every single time after the pump. And the Striker has a fairly high recoil if you shoot it as fast as you can. But there's no recoil graph for it, so I could not bring that to you guys. So that's just something that you guys should be aware of, that the Striker does have a fairly high recoil, whereas the KSG has none. So the top bar you're looking at is without damage, and the bottom bar you're looking at is with damage. So what the ×9 and the ×6 are basically mean are how many pellets the actual shotgun is putting out at once. So the KSG shoots 9 pellets at once, whereas the Striker shoots 6. So from close range, the KSG will do about 252 to 135 damage, and that's mainly because each pellet does 28 to 15, whether it be close to long range, so that's where you get that number. And with damage, each pellet does 39 to 21, 39 being short range, 21 being close range, or long range, excuse me. So it comes out to about 351 to 189 damage, which is pretty much going to mean you're going to kill an enemy in one hit, no matter what, with damage, no matter where they are, really, unless they're across the map, of course. For damage for the Striker, it's fairly comparable, but still lower, and this is compensated by its rate of fire, because you can shoot a lot of pellets at once, and a lot of shots. So it shoots out 6 pellets, and it does 25 to 15 short to long range without damage, so about 150 to 90 total damage for without damage. And with damage, it's considerably better, with 35 to 21 damage short to long range, and 210 to 126 is a total damage. So as you can see, the Striker is a fairly good shotgun with damage, and even decent without. So really, what I think about the two shotguns that I've shown you in today's video is that the KSG is actually pretty good. If you want to spend the time to actually get damage, this gun's probably better than the Striker. As long as you have damage on it, I would say it's almost better. The gameplay you're watching here does not have damage on it, and I still go, I think, 40 or 50 plus kills. So I thought it was pretty good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like down below, and leave a comment saying what you like most, the Striker or the KSG. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.